Hello, and welcome to Glanbia's Dairy Focus. In this week's episode, we feature Donal Kavanagh, one of the Teagasc Glanbia open source future farmers, and he will discuss with us what's been going on farm in the last couple of weeks and what he's planning to do in the next few weeks.
The breeding season seems to have gone very well. There's 50 autumn, which will be start drying off at the end of next month, and we've 180 spring calf. We had 42 heifers. Used a small bit of sex semen maybe in the earlier ones to try and get a higher EBI on some of them. We have the bull out there a week now at this stage, and keep them going there for another 3 weeks. So I was just looking there this morning now, and we're just thinking maybe get a second bull just to be sure. It's all down to one bull, but we've been watching them there, and it's pretty quiet. Yeah, so today after the grass walk, we have a cover of 647 for the farm, and the growth is 80, which is surprising enough to me now. But a lot of that growth is coming from an outblock, zero grazing, bringing it in, and there's good covers there, so it's coming up with very good growth. We've demanded 61, feeding 3 kilos a meal there at the minute, and the milk dish today is 24.5 litres. Butterfat is 3.98, and the protein is 3.44. Cell count 57. Milk solids at 1.87. Yeah, after the walk there, I was surprised that one of the fields there had gone so strong. So we're going to take that out the next day or two and bale it up for silage. Now we're hoping to get rain the weekend, and with that rain we will get a lot more growth, obviously, because here at the home farm we're stressing a bit. We can see the stress in the ground. I go out with 35 units there every 4 weeks basically, and a blanket spread the whole farm with protected urea. We're liming everything as the need be, and we actually only got 2 fields done in the last week there that was due to be done last year, but just the back end of the year got too wet. So we actually got it all done up to date now. We reseeded this field on the 18th of May. We burned it off a week prior to that. I sprayed it last week, and it was sown then with Abergain, Aston Energy and Chieftain. There's some mixture of clover coming on very well there. Yeah, I also oversown another field that I reseeded last year, and just to make sure weed control and everything was right. So I oversowed with Buddy and Crusader, and it was sown around the 17th of May now, and raising that then on a lower cover just to give it a chance to get going, and it's going very well there at the minute. I'm hoping to grow more grass with less nitrogen in the long run. That's where I'll be dropping the amounts of nitrogen that I'll be using in the future. So I'm hoping that the clover will take that place there and make its own nitrogen.
As the breeding seasons are coming to a close, it's a good time to plan in an early scan of the cows and heifers. And that way you can identify cows that did not conceive, that are not pregnant, early on. And that will give you some vital information as to whether they never actually conceived at all, or whether they lost the embryo at a later stage. By leaving the scanning until September or October, you lose that bit of information, and all you'll know is that you have empty cows. By scanning early, the breeding season is still fresh in your mind, and you might remember something about this cow or that cow that might explain why she is not in calf at the end of the breeding season. The earliest you can scan cows and heifers is around 30 days after breeding. So plan that in now and have it out of the way, and then you can still confirm the pregnancy in, let's say, September or October time, to really make sure that you know which stock is pregnant and which stock is empty. If you want any more information on any of the topics covered in this episode, please talk to your local Glanbia representative or log on to glanbiaconnect.com.